Wait, can you hear me now? Just realized that I was probably just speaking on my own this whole time. I didn't bother to check if it was fine. But I think it should be fine now. Ah, okay, perfect. Jeez, so for the last like 10 minutes I was talking on my own. But yeah, I was just I can start from the very beginning. I was asking how you guys are, how life is, and your plans for the week, on the charts and outside the charts. And then I was mentioning that the only thing I see on gold right now, because nothing else really entices me that much, the only thing I see on gold was this mitigation block. It's not a breaker because we didn't take a new high. So there's a high, a low, a lower high before the distribution lower. And I was saying it caught my attention because that's where Asia session high is. I mean, look, that's Asia session high. So if we can somehow take Asia session high, it's a nice area to look for sells. That's the only thing I see. But besides that, I don't really see anything else. I really didn't think I was muted this whole time because I was saying things and just rambling. But yeah, do you guys see anything? Let's see, 30 minutes. CAD is looking for sales and news. Oh yeah, we do have news in New York. I forgot about that. Yeah, one moment. I'm just setting an order here quickly. Then I'll check it out. Alright. CAD Swiss. The Swiss pairs, I was actually looking for buys on almost all of them. So I guess this would just be buys. Yeah, I can already see. So looking at the monthly time frame, we rejected off of a discounted fair value gap. Monthly means daily confirmation. On the daily, I think I mentioned on the weekly outlook that if we don't come back to retest these fair value gaps, if we don't look for this, if we don't come back for this, then I'll wait for the market structure shift when we close above that high. So yesterday I see that we closed above it right there. So we got our confirmation, so we could get price pushed lower into the gap, then continue higher. Well, that's what I'm seeing, just blindly looking at this based on high time frame, like based on this. So you say you're looking for sales, so I don't mind sales actually happening because sales will be triggering my entries to buy it back up. Let's enable my alerts. Yeah, when the week started, I was actually looking to see if we're going to tap this other block because this was the last down close candle that took liquidity before the push up. So I was looking for this to be my entry. Then I realized that wait, actually we made a fair value gap now also yesterday. So we don't only have this possible breakaway gap here, because this could be a breakaway gap if price never comes down to this. We could just come down to this daily gap instead, you know, then push up. So we have three possible places that I was eyeing personally. We could come down to this gap, or we could come down to the BC, or we could come down to the other block before pushing up. Or if price is really that energetic, we could just go up from here without looking back. But you say you're looking for sales, so I'm guessing you want to sell short term into the gap to clear the previous day low. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what you're looking for. Let's see what USD Swiss looks like on the daily as well. Yeah, it could actually work. It could actually work. We have that. When you look at CAD Swiss, the SMT for CAD is USD. So, I mean, look at this. For example, look at Monday's high. Monday took Friday's high, and then today we haven't taken the previous day high. So there's basically this happened, right, between Friday and Monday. When I check USD Swiss, I'm seeing the opposite. Friday and Monday are making lows, right? So we got SMT divergence already, which ticks off the first thing on my checklist. When I go down on the 15 minutes, let's enable this indicator to show me the days and the midnight price. So yeah, we took the previous day high Friday, we took the previous day high here on Monday. And what's the nearest 1 hour gap? Actually, there's probably no need to look for the 1 hour fair value gap now. You could just aim for the daily gap there as your target, which is basically the previous day low. But the entry has to be on the 15 minutes, and it has to be above the midnight price. When I check on the 15 minutes, the only thing I saw or can see is this rejection block. But I don't think we're going to use that. I don't think this is enough. It could be. Actually, it could be. It could be enough for price to use and push lower. If this was your setup, targeting the previous day low. Damn. Would have been a 23 to 1, even more if you actually target the daily fair value gap. 26 to 1 risk reward if you took this one. Waiting for daily or session sweep before entry. Okay, but right now I don't. If we take the previous day high, I think that would just that would, it wouldn't necessarily break the SMT. It would just create a higher place for you to be looking for sales. I would say let me wait for a session sweep. So if we can get Asia session high, for example, here swept, we can get Asia session high swept above the midnight price, but the rule says that you just sell above midnight price, but find a PD area above midnight price to sell using the 15 minutes chart. So right now this rejection block is already giving me a nice entry. If I was actually laser focused on this and I wanted every entry above midnight price, I would have tried this first, and I would have gotten my probably 5 hour by now. Depending on how much I'm risking, this could have been a nice scalp for the session. It's already 3 hour, not 4 yet. But yeah, I still think we can take Asia high, but I don't see what PD area above Asia high we could look for. So let's see. Let's point out Asia high, then disable this because it's disturbing my eyes, and then also disable this one. Above Asia, I see this. Okay, this fair value gap has already been tapped though. A nice entry would have been here yesterday at this mitigation block. That was a nice entry from yesterday. It's a 1 hour order block. I think we might actually just respect this and push lower, honestly, because there's no other PD array that I'm seeing on a high time frame. I think we might just use this and just start falling off from here. Because if that happens, then CPI might just reject higher from here. If we just fall off the whole day from here, like trickle down slowly, then CPI might be just one directional move to the upside. It's usually CPI is one directional anyway, so just trade the opposite. It's as simple as that. Just trade the opposite. When looking at Asia range, that same area was around the OTE. I don't know. I don't see an entry. Like, even if we do sweep Asia high right now, the only place I would be paying attention to would be this gap. But the problem is this gap has already been tapped into before. So I guess you'll be waiting for the high inside of the gap to be swept as well. You'd be waiting for something like this. We might even come all the way to the other block again. Up there. But it's on the 30 minutes, 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour, it's that rejection block. Yeah, 1 hour is a rejection block. Over there. 15. Yeah, I don't see too much going on the 15. I see this breaker that has already been used over there. High, low, higher high, into a gap, distribute. That's a breaker. Use the fair value gap. It's already been tapped into as well. And push lower. Cleared the internal sell side. So I don't know. It feels like the move already happened yesterday when I'm looking at this. Feels like the perfect move has already happened. All the way till Asia, because the rest of this happened in Asia. Yeah, the rest of this happened in Asia. So I guess the only place I would be willing to try selling this would be from the 1 hour rejection block. Just being completely honest with you. I would wait for this. Let's clear this. Do that, there. Boom. That's the only place I would look for a sell. It will look something like this. I know already that it looks weird. I've already pointed this out many times. Some rejection blocks that I draw out always look weird. But when I go on a lower time frame, you do agree with me that it's a proper rejection block. Because on a lower time frame, when you saw on the 30 minutes, it was an order block. Right? An order block that came off of a fair value gap. So that's a high probability order block to me. On a 15 minutes, somewhat the same, it's just more distorted. So yeah, that's the only PD area I see us holding. I don't want to see the previous day high swept and then CPI drops. That would be nice. What about the 30 minutes order block? Yeah, I think this one you're talking about. I'm just seeing your comment now. 30 minutes order block, this one. I guess. Is it this one? Because if it's this one, then yeah, that's the one I'm saying that I'm willing to try. Which is an hourly rejection block. I would even take profit at 10 to 1. I wouldn't wait for the full 11.7. But yeah, that's of course if it gives it to us, because right now it looks like it could just reject from here. You saw it already traded above midnight price, so it could just decide that nah, let me just go down, and then CPI might be the one to take us back up. So keep that in mind. Keep it in mind that right now we could just trickle down. So if it happens that this low gets swept, actually if it happens that this low gets swept, I am no longer interested in these sells, because we are likely going to push up during CPI, because this is a high time frame PD array, and let's not forget what it looks like on the monthly chart. Remember, this monthly chart looks like a very easy buy to take. It's like a very nice internal range liquidity to external range liquidity. So yeah, let's not forget about that. Okay, I have to mute myself for some time. I'm getting a call. Alright, so I think I'll have to go. I have to go sooner than I thought because I'm needed elsewhere. But you're asking of my views on EU and GU. Well, the same as the weekly outlook. I'm still waiting for this other block to be tagged on EU for me to look for sells. I could literally consider blindly selling it from the body there. Stop loss there and swing it to the lows. Like actually the weekly sell side lows, these lows there. That's what I'm looking for on EU. Jeez. There. It's a 5-to-1 trade, nothing crazy. It's an hourly entry, so definitely going to be a swing trade idea. Unless there's some crazy news that drives us lower. But yeah, that's my expectations on EU. The thing is, yesterday GU actually tagged it in, and it tagged me in because I had an order set there as well, right there. This other block I got tagged in yesterday, right there, rejected lower, and then I moved my stop loss to break even. This morning I saw that I got stopped out. So I got stopped out. So I was already in sells here at the body, the same place as EU. And yeah, could look for sells all the way to the lows. But the thing is, I don't know if the high of the week has already been set, because when you look at the dollar, it looks like it really wants to take the previous week low first. I mean, these lows look too smooth to me. If this was the low of the week and it just pushed up from there, that's fine. But when it does this, I don't like it. So we might go for the previous week low before pushing up, and if that happens, that's the other block. The only PDRA that I see that's significant is this other block with the fair value gap. That's why I wanted to buy DXY from here, and basically why I wanted to sell EU from that same place. So yeah, but if you get an entry on the 15, then why not? You can take it. I mean, we have an SMT at the highs already with the previous day there. SMT, because here Monday 10 AM we swept the highs on GU right there. Monday 10 AM. Let me move this. So yeah, you could look for sells. SMT at the highs. Market structure shift confirmed. You just need a fair value gap now to look for sells from. Yeah, you can get in from here, and it's in the kill zone, so you could look for sells from here. At least target these lows as your low hanging fruit. Then from there, if you want to swing the rest and hold it to those weekly lows, because you'll be shocked you actually catch the high of the week and you could possibly swing it to those weekly lows, you know. So just consider that. And of course we have all these unswept liquidities looking too smooth here, so could definitely hold it to the previous weekly low last week, which is Friday. And if you hold it beyond that, of course we have that target there, which gives you a nice risk reward, very nice reward as opposed to risk, 21 to 1, which is nice. So yeah, could take partials at the previous session low, then consider swinging the rest at break even. We don't have any crazy USD news this week, so it's a possibility. Something I would say look out for. What were you looking at just now? Yeah, those card Swiss. I might actually take this card Swiss of yours. Let me see what the spreads look like. Damn. Okay, it's a bit too wide for me on a lower time frame. But we can work with it. That's a TP. Well, the risk reward is nice, so maybe I'll put something small on that. Then we see. I'm looking at my chart. Nothing looks too exciting. Do you mind looking at Ethereum BTC? No, of course I don't mind. I don't mind. Ethereum BTC, starting off with a monthly. The same long-term plan is still valid for me. We swept liquidity on the monthly. We came back to retest the order block. On the weekly chart, it's a little more visible. It's a breaker right there, a nice juicy breaker. And now that we've confirmed the swing low away from the breaker, I would look for a crazy speedy buy from here. So Ethereum might be the one to gain more strength as opposed to BTC in the next few weeks. Of course, this is position trade unless crypto does what crypto does and just pushes up like insane. So yeah, but I'm still bullish. I sketched this out a few weeks ago and I'm still, the same bias is still there. If you wanted a lower time frame confirmation from the breaker, you would have gone to your 4-hour chart. When we tapped it there on the 4-hour, I personally look for the first order block that's created. But yeah, in this case we didn't really create a nice order block, so I would have considered taking this with a stop loss at the low. Stop loss at the low, entry there somewhere, and I would have seen profit, incredible drawdown, then now we're pushing higher. So yeah, I'm still bullish. Even this on the 4-hour, I would look for, this is another breaker being formed right now. Let's try and change to the 9-hour chart to make it cleaner. On the 9-hour we have a high, a low, a higher high. I'll look for this breaker. So right now I would be buying where we are on this breaker right there. Let's also see if we retraced into discount with the previous range that was created. Yeah, we did. We traded down from discount to premium. We traded down into the 50%, which is the discounted level, and now we are pushing up, giving a new structure shift and a new range. So I'd consider buying from here, anywhere here, inside of this, with my stop loss being at this low. And of course, the target is up to you. You can either target these highs or consider swinging it to the weekly high, but that's up to you. The weekly buy side all the way up there, which I think is the all-time high, I think. But yeah, I'm still bullish on ETH BTC. I'm just not in it, just because I don't know, I just don't want to take it. I mean, I'm not in it, but I'm bullish. Euro is looking heavy right now, and I think it's the dollar that's gaining strength. Yeah, it's the dollar. Let's go down to the 15. We now have that gap. Are you gonna try selling it? SM, are you gonna try selling the gap? We got a structure shift, got a fair value gap, got SMT at the highs. It's in the kill zone. All the boxes are ticking, looking nice. If it was a mechanical program, I'd be looking for sales in here. Did I go over silver? No, I went over gold. I'll bring it up now. It's weird. Just a second, I just want to quickly check what this is. Okay, let's go back. I was busy on my thingy there. On silver, well, let's start off with gold. On gold, I mentioned that the only place that I'm willing to sell this is after taking Asia high, and that fair value gap on the 30 minutes is exactly at Asia high. So I'm willing to take sales from here, taking it down to the lows. Even though initially, earlier on in the week, I was hoping that we came down to this rejection block, then pushed up into the mitigation block or inverse order block. It depends on what you want to call it. But as you can see, we literally went up and tapped it straight. We just tapped the order block, the mitigation block first, and now I'm pushing lower. So I think we might have made the high of the week already yesterday. I don't know how true that is, but if I'm willing to, if I want to sell, I'm only willing to sell from this 4-hour order block, taking it lower, right? Because I don't know what's going to happen from this rejection block, so I'll stay away from it. We might actually reject push up, maybe clear one more high, making Tuesday high of the week, maybe even tap into this premium fair value gap with a flat body candle up there, right? Flat body high, we might clear that before finally falling off for the rest of the week. So I'm bearish ultimately, but I don't know from where on gold, which means on silver I'm looking for the exact same thing, even though I know that silver is a lot more weaker than gold right now. So yeah, we can see compared to gold where we are, I think that's probably the same mitigation block all the way up there. So silver, if I'm looking for a premium to sell from, I would also be looking for this premium 4-hour gap to be selling from. So I'd look for an entry somewhere there, taking it down. That's my view or my expectation on silver. Still bearish. I'm still bearish. I don't even know if you're still there. I don't know if you see anything else. Maybe you see something else. But yeah, I'm bearish on silver. It's not the cleanest chart, obviously, on the daily, and I would have still preferred to buy because of this weekly gap and other block. This is a huge stumbling stone, and this was what made me feel more bullish on gold last week. But then seeing the rejection after we tapped it and went up and rejected this much makes me think now that we're actually just going to be bearish now, targeting that sell side next. So yeah, I'm bearish, but from where? And will it give it to us? I don't know. Yeah, I already mentioned where I'm willing to sell from gold. I also said that I'll be going soon, so I'll probably just leave the stream running. I don't know when I'll be back, so I don't want to make promises saying that I'll be back in 2 minutes and I'm not back in 3 hours. But I'll hopefully be back in time for CPI. And yeah, I don't know if I should end the stream or leave it running. It's pointless because I won't be saying much. I'll just be showing my expectations on gold only. But yeah, what do you guys think? Leave it running or close it off? Because I have to get going soon. Well, I have to get going now. I just want to find out from them. See you later. Yeah, cheers, enjoy your day, make the best of it. So much opportunities in the markets, but also in real life. So yeah, make the best of the day, make the best of today. Thank you for your time, for spending the little time. I'm just gonna leave it run for a few minutes, then I'll end the stream. So yeah, see you guys. Take care. Bye bye.